Hey guys, sorry about the dizzy ride. Woo! Trying to get this thing set up so that you'll be able to see what I'm sharing tonight. There's the computer and the messy craft table, everything but what I want it to be. Sorry. I must have set the stand down on top of something and then it got all uneven. Now it won't. Oh boy, now it's trying to spin on me. Hold on, guys. All right, there we go. I think we're getting close. Give me just another second. Hopefully this is going to work for you tonight and let you see what's supposed to be shared. Ooh, sorry about the shaking. Let me bring it down a little bit. And let's see what happens. So, I was going to do this live over on my new group page, but for some reason when I pull up my group page on my phone, there's suddenly no button to go live. I've done it before. I don't know where it went. I can't find it. I've lost my live button. So I'm going to do it here and then hopefully share it over there. If anybody knows what in the world I've done, let me know, please. In the meantime, I'd like to share this little project that I've been working on. You know, I've gotten to the point where I'm probably working on 2 or 3 journals at a time. Sometimes I'm waiting for something to arrive in the mail to add to it. Sometimes you just kind of get stuck in one journal and put it aside for a little bit to wait for some more inspiration. And sometimes you just got too many ideas running around in your head. Now, which one do you think is more likely me? Actually, it could be any or all of the 3, to be honest with you. Anyhow, this journal is a real work of love, I promise. And this is one of the first ones that I've made with a fabric cover that I feel like turned out really pretty. It is a fairly thick journal. Let me grab my ruler here. Oops. The spine measures 3 inches, a full 3 inches. And there's some pretty lace coming down it with a dangle. And the dangle has a medallion that says Inspire. It has some pretty beads, some charms, just lots of fun. Anyhow, it is all covered. I still haven't decided if I want what else I want to put on the front. You guys know me. Sometimes I just get stuck and I don't know what to add to the front. So for now, there it is. But I wanted to show it to you. This is going to be a busy weekend for everybody with the 4th of July. A lot of friends, family, travel, beaches, you name it. Do you guys have any good plans? We're going to be with some family. So anyway, let's take a look inside. Here we go. This has a closure. It is pretty kind of a chiffon wide ribbon. I already untied it though. So when you open it up, let me see if this is going to be in the frame. Sorry guys, just give me 1 second. Hopefully you'll be able to see what's happening here. I think, whoops, not quite. All right, I'm going to move it over just a little bit more. See if we can get it. I might have it down too close to see the whole thing. Not sure. Y'all, someday I'm going to learn to get this right. I promise. In the meantime, if anybody knows a simpler way, please tell me. Okay. The front section has its own special little tie, so we'll start there. So we'll untie this, and there's a sweet little rose charm. And when you untie this, you have this darling vintage print of a gal. She's a seamstress, and she's holding up a pattern and working on a project. I'm not a seamstress by any stretch of the imagination, but I do work on projects. It says Imagine, and in the top pocket is a large tag. I'm not going to pull out every single tag because you would be bored out of your heads. If there's anything you want to ask about or want to see closer, just let me know in the comments. On this side of the little flip, there's 2 cards in this pretty little, kind of like a white picket fence. On this side, there's a belly band, and it flips out. And let's see if you guys recognize this. This is the same front section as the last journal that I did, where it had the 4-fold flip out. And I'll see if that will. See, I've got the camera turned where now you can see it in the right direction, but for some reason now it's not a wide enough view. So anyway, there we go. Thanks for jumping on, people. If you are here taking a look, I'm just sharing my latest journal, and as usual, having technical difficulties. My live button disappeared from my group page. I don't know where it went, so I'm going to do it here and try to share it there. This is a journal that a lot of love went into. It's basically roses with some dragonflies and butterflies. In this front section, which flips all the way back in, there's tucks and pockets and just lots of places for journal spots. And when I flip that all the way back in and close that part up, it ties right here. Let's see if I can try and figure out why I'm not all the way in the frame. Let me try making this bigger on the computer. Hey Lisa, I thought you were away, girl. Hope you had a wonderful time. Welcome back if you're back. If you're watching from away, keep on having a good time. Oops, now I got my volume not down. All right, I guess you can see that okay. All right, on this side, the first thing you're going to find is a mini journal, and it's just clipped on here with one of my mini bill clips. A little elastic lace holding it shut. This one measures about 6 by 4. And I guess I didn't tell you the measurements of the big journal. The whole thing is 6 by 9, about 6 by 9. These are give or take a little bit. Anyhow, back to the mini journal. It is got a big pocket in the front with lots of journaling cards, mostly journaling space, little pockets with more journaling cards, blessings, more journaling cards, another little belly band, more journaling space. Just a miniature version of the big ones. It'd be cute to pop it in your purse or take it on a little trip. Comes with its own little closure, just a little elastic lace right there. And like I said, it clips onto this front page of the next signature, which is a collage page. Behind that, another little mini book. This one's much smaller, however. Oops, I caught the edge of that with the clip. Isn't that cool? I think they call that, what do you call that, toll or tool? I forgot. Anyway, there we go. Just a little booklet with some ledger pages and journal pages and a little flip up on the back. And that goes in this collage pocket. We've got some pieces of rose ephemera and some doily and some music pages. On this side, one of my favorite things to make on pockets is the woven pockets. This one is not as tightly woven. I left a little space between them and it's backed. I think it's just a different effect with a little lace across the front. And inside is another little mini book. I love making these little tiny mini ones. They're so much fun. So cute. So cute. It's a project in itself sometimes. Oh, it's even got its own little dangle. Look at that, a little butterfly. And that goes right down in that pocket. Okay, some tea-dyed pages, some flip pages. This is one of those fun envelopes that when you fold it up, you do a special fold that creates a closure right here. It's super easy to make. We will go over how to do that sometime. You might recognize it when I go like that. It opens all the way up to one big piece of paper. I'm not going to open it all the way up right now because I don't want to get it lost from the pages on. And it's held onto the page with a little mini paper clip with some sari silk and lace. And there's a coloring book page. You might have seen that from one of the last journals. The center of this signature has some dangles on its tie, a pretty postcard, some black and white pages, just for variety. Here's a really mini book. Look at this one. It says the little things on the front. Too cute. Just little tiny pockets with little tiny tags. It's a great way to use up some of your scraps, ladies. If you're making journals and you want to know what to do with the scraps that look like they might be useful for something, this is what you do with them. You make mini journals of all different sizes, as well as tags and tucks and pockets, you name it. That says Moments. Lots of pockets. This is just one of these wheels. And someone requested to see this. I don't think they saw it the last time, so thought I would show it again. Oh, you got back yesterday, Lisa. Happy birthday, 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 birthday girl. Last day of your birthday month. What are you going to do next month? How are you going to top this? My goodness. This gal has been celebrating her birthday for 30 days, y'all. And her family goes along with it. Amazing. She has the best husband ever. Absolutely. Here's a pretty little rose flip up. And some more, another little envelope behind a doily. Love all the roses. Oh, y'all, this is one of my favorite finds recently at a thrift store. Look at this little card. I have a whole deck of these. Half are this pretty rosy color, and the other half are blue with that pretty little print on them. So what I did with this one is I just covered the very middle with a little journal spot and just distressed it a little bit extra. But they're pretty old and already has some distressing on them. And it fits right inside that little pocket. How cute. This pocket is just a little piece of lace and a tiny little journaling card. This journal is full of littles. Full of littles. I should call it the Little Rose Journal, I guess. Lots of Little Rose journals, pages. Lots of pretty collage pages. Love doing those. This was an interesting project. This one is multi-envelopes. Multi-window envelopes. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Several envelopes that have windows in the front, junk mail. And you turn them into this fun, multi-layered kind of little booklet. So the first page looks like this. It says remember, and you see some little flowers and collage. When you flip that over, and you see my fingers through this side, and you're a layer closer to the little lady there. More flowers, more collage pages, and there's the back. Oh, behind it there's, of course, another little booklet with another little journaling card that says grateful. And you can make these more layers than this, but it does tend to get pretty thick. And that is attached to the second signature. This is just a 2-signature book, but they're pretty thick. Okay, is that pretty paper? Inside of this one, here's one of my favorite pages. Multi-pockets, just all these beautiful vintage roses. Journaling cards in little pockets. Reminds me of the waterfall effect, but it's not a waterfall, it's just 4 pockets. And one big pocket over on this side. Again, with the little rose. Pretty. I do love roses, could you tell? This journaling card is also a pocket on the side. This pocket has a journaling card inside. Are y'all getting the theme here? Pockets galore. This was fun. Making a vellum pocket in the middle here. And because it's vellum, you can see through both sides. So the tag, when it comes out, let's see if I can get it all the way out. On this side of my tag is this beautiful rose print. So that's what you saw through the vellum pocket on this side. And on the black, it's blank. On the back, cannot talk tonight. On the back, it is blank. Oh, Lisa, I see. Yes, he is the best. July 25th is your anniversary. Oh my goodness. So he's got a top birthday month with anniversary month. Man, oh man, I'm getting distracted, y'all. On this side of the vellum envelope, I stenciled a little kind of a mandala design and a little vine with a lace flower. So when you put the journaling card inside, you can see the stencil better on this side, and on this side, front side, you can see the rose print. Does that make sense? Another little charm on top. Some of my fun eyelet fringe on this tag and the big pocket on the top. Oh, here's some pretty paper. You know, I'm just a paper addict, y'all. This is that handmade, like, paper that has petals and little leaves and branches in it. It's so soft and pretty. Love it, love it. Just use that to make just a little mini booklet. 3 tags and lots of fuzzies on top. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. Been a long day. Trying to get ready to go away a little bit. We're not there yet. Lots of lace on the edges. More corner pockets with tags. Here's another middle of the signature that has another dangle. This one says be true to you and has some little beads. And these are just tied to the string or the wax linen that was used to attach or to sew this signature into the journal. Journaling space, again with a little hidden pocket underneath. I think it's lots of fun for people to be able to kind of go on like a little treasure hunt, and as they go through a journal to find spots that they don't expect. You just think this is going to be a place to write things. You don't expect to lift it up and find another pretty picture, and then inside of that one find another little note. So it's fun. My granddaughter calls it journal inside a journal inside a journal, or pocket inside of a pocket inside of a pocket. Either one is fun. Over here, another journal spot, and pretty music pages. Here's the other side of that piece of vellum paper, so it made two pockets. One on this side of the book and one on this side. The same idea this time, only this time it's a little flower picture that I doodled onto a card on one side, and some napkinizing on some tea-dyed graph paper on the other side. So there's the vellum pocket with nothing in it, and there it is with your card in it. You can see through it. It kind of gives it that smoky effect. It's real pretty. A little journaling, this is just a little journaling page that just simply folds right over top of that short page. That opens up. There's some more of that Mandela stenciling. If my words would come out, it'd be great. And on this side, a big pocket. Look at that print. Is that not pretty? Vintage roses. Oh my goodness. One of my grandmas had a beautiful rose garden and grew all kinds of roses. And I did not get a green thumb. I cannot grow things very well. So I really admire when somebody has something like a rose garden. Just beautiful. We got a little bouquet of white roses on this side, on this collage. And this one flips out this way. More pockets and cards, more journaling space, and of course a little surprise underneath. Little butterfly on some tea-dyed music. Hope you can see that. Flip that back over. And of course there's a tuck spot on the back. And then the final part of this book, instead of 4 separate signatures, there are 2 signatures in the center, if you will. The front was a section that's attached to the front cover, and the back has a section right behind this little pocket page. Isn't that neat? When you untie this beautiful paper, there's a pocket full of things to look at. Pockets with tags, papers to write on, more tuck spots. Just, oh, you hear that crinkly fun? Crinkly fun. And this pocket page is made with some little grommets, I think they call them, at the end, so that it's not completely flat. It gives you a little bit of space where you could put some things in it. It's just fun to make. Not hard to make either, y'all. If you're thinking, oh my goodness, how do you do all that? Stick around. We'll have some mini lessons to show some different elements and what you can do with them. On the back, we have some tags. Oops, one of them fell out when I was messing with it. And on this cover, how pretty is that? Look at that little bird cage. I love that print. Love that print. I think I might like to put something like that on the front of a journal, but not on this one, on one of my bird journals. There we go. Behind that, just a pretty green one and more roses. And last but not least, the last 2 pages. On this side, a little connected book, some journaling space behind this pocket, big pocket, and the last 2 pockets with these beautiful vintage rose pages. Lots of lace, lots of fringy fabric, and some tea-dyed seam binding. And that's it for this one. Let me know what you think of my vintage rose journal. And there it is, in all of its glory, with all of its tags hanging out. And let me see, I'll tie it back here and show you. I don't think you can see me tying it, but that's where I'll tie it right here. The nice part is it's almost closes flat. I'm trying really hard not to make gator mouths. Gator mouth is when your journal is so thick inside that it's open like a gator's mouth and it won't close. This one closes down. I'll show you from the side, or from the bottom, I guess. It actually does close down. There it is from the top. And with the dangles. Let me know what you think. And what do you think I should put on the front? I feel like it already has the big cabbage roses. So I don't know if I need to just add another postcard in the middle with maybe one big rose. Or maybe a book plate called Vintage Roses. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, take care. If I don't see you before then, have a wonderful 4th of July. Be safe and happy and love one another. And make something arts and crafty. Make something creative. Every person can do it. Don't ever think you're not creative. You were created to be creative, and stick around. We'll create things together. Take care. Good night.